block those ears. But as I left and I saw 14 points to 13 in the favour of our green and gold. But trust me, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to change in the second half. I'm sure we're going to be victorious in celebration. Well, victorious today, we got two sides here, two clubs that are full of club rugby spirit. And let me take you through the first club. The visiting club to the Villagers Rugby Club is Elto-Kuilsrivier. They brought here by their coach Clement Lewis, and I'll just run through a couple of names. In the front row you'll have Matolangwe. Shane Farmer's at hooker, he's the captain. Now, you'll hear me refer to him as Beast in jersey number 3, and he is the Beast because he's in Glamafa. 14 is 4. Basir Didricks will be in 5 jersey. Looking on at Dama 6, Aplani 7, Mantanda 8. You'll get the halfback pairing of 9 and 10 in the respective order of Samuels and Vabaza. The centres will be Wilson and Jacobs. And on the left wing, you'll get Madwadleka on his right side. 14 is Liam Parker. And at the back, watch out for the exciting Enrico Bunzaya. Well, bringing you the home side, fresh from a great victory against Villagers. We're Villagers against the Marties last week here at the Villagers Rugby Club, and they will want to be building on that today. Great spirit shown in that game, great spirit shown afterwards, as you can imagine, in the celebrations. And I believe that Villagers will be here today to try and build on that. Change in the front row positions. In 1, Ethan Jeffries, 2, Devald Kruger, 3, Carl Bealey. Coming 4 will be Nofuma, and Nkosi Nofuma with Corne Oosthuizen in jersey 5. Watch out for the ever-present Dylan Utete in jersey 6, Neil Fenter 7, and the line-out maestro himself, Thomas Mayer, will be in jersey 8. Halfback change number 9. This time the starting jersey goes to William Rose. Devon Lauvo will continue to marshal the troops from 10. Aspling, my captain, leads from the front. Dan Aspling at inside centre with his big friend Andries Vuljun, big in friendship as well as size. On the left wing, Angelo Dutoy. Right wing, the flying in Shangasi, Wandeli and Shangasi. And the man that's putting both hands up and making a name for himself is Joshua Formulan in jersey 15. Those are the starting line-up numbers that will be representing today. And the man in the middle, he's the one that will be conducting the test match here. And I say test match because for club rugby, it is a test match of note for these players. Every Saturday, they run out carrying the flag colours, just like our beloved Springboks are doing right now. And they play for the honour of their club. And may I say, what a season we have had in 2024 in the Super League A here in the Western Province. So the man running the show this afternoon and directing this test match is Lloyd Hagland, our referee. And he'll be the gentleman to get both teams out shortly, as well as to get the show on the road. So whilst we're waiting for that, let me say again, Global Sport Network, thank you so much for always being there and providing for the club rugby, and then UXR Sport for their coverage in today's game. To UXR Sport as a business, thank you so much for your wonderful support. Well, just as you're getting ready with the second half refreshments, maybe it's time just to take an ad break, and we'll join with you shortly to bring you this exciting Super League A encounter. And ladies and gentlemen, we bring you both teams onto the field here in the Villagers Rugby Club here in the area of Claremont. And our visitors today, two Villagers, will be playing, as I speak to you on screen, from right to left. They're playing in the dark blue and gold colours. Very impressive jerseys are those. And up against the multi-coloured team today from Villagers. You'll notice them in their traditional white and black with the red banding. And they now are wearing their pink socks. And their pink socks in awareness for cancer awareness and support for not only their own club members, family members, but for South Africa and around the world. They are now making the statement, is the Pink Socks men from Villagers today. Our referee today is Mr. Liam Hagland, and well-known Lloyd Hagland, and he is well known to the rugby fraternity, rugby clubs, and a very experienced referee himself. So well done to Villagers. I believe that they are also sending donations that have been taken in from the gate takings today. Those will be sent off to various charities in support of the cancer awareness. I take my cap off to you, gentlemen, and as a club, congratulations. Well, we are here now for the test match, and the man now to get us started will be the one and only Babaza. Links for Babaza, he kicks deep. I warned you about the big man Utete. He likes the contact collisions. Here we go, but Kuilsrivier closing the door quickly, especially with their big man in the beast in Glamanfa, closing it. Up and unders, taken by in Shangazi, beautifully down to ground. William Rose, Lalvo, Aspeling, then it goes to Westerfulyun. He's the man that will take it on through the middle. Can they recycle on the blind side? Lalvo, this is good play, quick and swift. Rose needs to bring it back, the big runner. He finds himself Jeffries, but knock on ball it is. Well done to Kuilsrivier to get across the field and also to make sure that they're going to close this door as quickly as they can. They know Villagers have got their tails up after that impressive win against Marty's last weekend, and now they will want to make sure that they can spoil the champagne that was long on us, I believe, in celebration. The man to feed now, making his mark here today, is Mr. Samuels, Joel Samuels, just waiting for Lloyd Hagland. He's had his instructions to the front row as well, losing the bind, and as you can see the indication, bending it inwards, so straight away scrum straight, and credit given there to Carl Bealey up against his loose head prop in the form of Matalengwe. And Carl Bealey will celebrate with his friend Tando Matalengwe afterwards and say, had one up on you in the first minute or so, my friend. That's a great touch finder by Devon Lalvo. He makes it onto the 22-metre line now. Villagers looking for early attack, making good start. 2.5 minutes gone on the clock. Deval Kruger, up he goes as the script per normal. Thomas Mayer will be the man who had soared up. Kruger now gets into the 4x4 seat and steers it from the back. William Rose saying, I'm here, let me have it. Aspeling takes it on further, it goes wide, and Changasi will pick up. He finds William Rose again, Fulyun. That's too much of a Fulyun right foot, and that almost went into the building in window on the side there, and a more delicate touch would have been needed by Mr. Full-Yun, which he's known for. Beautiful afternoon here again, ladies and gentlemen. Who would have thought that we would have had rugby played today? Rugby played in the sense after the rain that has been pouring here in the Western Cape. Kruger onto the ball as quickly as can be. Rose as well. Lauvo, soft ball to Full-Yun. He's brought down beautifully by the opposite 13 in Audrey Jacobs. Good counter closing by Liam Parker here. Knock on ball, turnover to be. Pick and go. Looks like Samuel put it onto the box kick. Just make sure that Liam Parker is up in the skies. It's slightly knocked forward. It's turned over ball. Once again, William Rose, Thomas Mayer, he's always in the game. Active, you'll see him. Line out as well in the set play as well as the loose. Coming off now. Oh, this will be seen often now. We saw last week the grubber through. This time it's being closed. Samuel again. Oh, I like to see this. And this is Matolengwe. He is running exceptionally well onto it. The big man taking it is Nofoma. My apologies, was Fortain. It goes across to the far side. It's turnover ball. This is opening it up. William Rose sees the green grass of home. He puts it down. Who's covering? But only Madwaleke. He's brought down by Shangazi. Right, ball is out. Referee says play on. Can they recycle it? Samuel saying, I need this ball. It's got to be a clearance. Will it come? Referee saying, let it come, please. Eventually, Jules Samuel finds the golden nugget. Back onto the boot. A good box kick it is. Superbly taken by Devon Malvo. And that is the business fall. But play on. That was hard. But a great cover tackle by Sia Matanda. That is almost making sure that he knocked the photograph out of Devon Malvo's ID book. That was so hard. Felt here in the commentary booth as well. What a great tackle. Cover defense by Sia Matanda. A superb kick, if you judge it on screen, but only 10 meters is the distance. And now on the 10-meter line, Carl Bealey delivers the target code. Thomas Mayer will be the call for me. Up he goes again. Through to William Rose, through to Lauvo. Utete. He takes on 1, 2, 3. Dylan Utete. And causing Nofuma. Here you get Andries Full-Yun. He's trying to break the advantage line today. Once again, we're getting it on to Neil Fenter. Solid man, looking for Lauvo. He's taking it on straight. One, there we see Tando Matalengwe. He's closing every door today. And that is hands in the ruck. Let it go. You saw the ball suddenly appear on the colours of the blue and gold. And the only way it could have got there is not releasing and then hands in. Now, every week, wherever I'm commentating, I ask a simple question to the respective clubs and folk listening. 3 points early on in the game. Many times there's an option, kick to the corner flag, or do you go for the 3 points? And that is 3 points being half a try. Half a try. And you get 2 of those, you got almost your full try. So never underestimate the value of a penalty kick. And great to see Devon Lauvo doing just that. Well, if you're not wanting to hear the Springbok score, block your ears, put the pillow, put the cushions over them, because I'm about to give it to you. 24 points to the Bokke and 13 to Wales. And I already have said it, and I'll say it again, I do believe the Bokke will start now putting down their stamp. Well, putting his stamp down today is Devon Lauvaux, actively involved and then successful with that conversion. 3-0 the score, and 8.5 minutes gone in the first half. Thomas Meyer just took his eyes off and then had a look at the advancing Enrico Bunzaya and said, hold on, I can beat this man, but realized he had to make sure the ball landed in the bread basket there for him to continue, and straight through, touching these fingers, and now Samuel. This is where Kuilsrivier will want to be. Both sides very fired up at the start here, and realizing that today is a game of test rugby fever, and then come on Buller, deep low Buller. They're going to be doing it for us at Loftus. It's going to be a South African smorgasbord of rugby feast today. Wherever you're watching, let us again say thank you to Global Sport Network for making sure, only for 30 Rand a month, that you are a subscriber to watch, and your 30 Rand going to making sure club rugby is brought to you, just like Super Sports Schools will do with their sports coverage. Global Sports Network covering the club rugby and other codes as well at club level. And well done to you. Thank you again to UXR Sport for the business interest in today's official fixture here between these two teams, Villages and Kuilsrivier. Good to know that in Nkosi Nofuma, the number 4 in the Villages side, is actually works for UXR Sport. Onto the knee it went was Tando Matalengwe, and as soon as the knee touches the ground in scrumming, that means it could be a collapse scrum, so referee calls safety first, and it's a penalised offence. So good scrum there from the Villages pack, and going down onto one knee was Matalengwe, and now Villages get the relieving kick, which takes it basically up to the halfway line, exactly pinpoint onto the line. Referee Lloyd Hagland now will have a clear indication as to whether this ball is straight with the halfway line there for him. Will it be the Thomas Meyer script again? Why change a successful recipe, and it is spoiled by Samuel in the front, the hooker, the scrum off, having to get up. Die is contact collision. And ladies and gentlemen, what a man to go charging down is Spamandla Dama. Down onto the boot, inside it comes from Angelo Dutoy onto Lauvaux. He finds the right wing in Liam Parker. Now the centre, you'll see him taken on Mario Wilson. Still going well, tackled by Bealey, the tight head prop. Samuel now, having been successful in the front of the line out, is now ready to play his scrum off position again. The beast, number 3, is just offering protection on the pillar. Up it goes with Snow. William Rose goes up. That did go forward or fingertips. Play on is the call. Shangazi mustn't be given space because he could win the Hollywood's Bet July if he had given the chance. Now you've got the hard running Bunzaya. He's a clever player. He'll accelerate, as you see. Samuel now. Kuilsrivier getting their tails up. The big man, Fortain. Brendan Fortain takes it up. Body heart's got to go to ground. Samuel saying, give me the ball. Look at the beast. The beast now playing the reverse pass, and now off fingertips. Wow, this is exciting stuff because it's left and right from both sides, and eventually trying to get through and catch that ball was the hooker Devault Kruger, and trying to make a valid attempt, so no penalisable offence there, but some exciting play. We just got an injury down on the far side.
Let's play.
Right. If you're still here, no matter where you are in our country, I'm sure that we are all going to be shouting for the mana, the blow bulla at 6 o'clock. Can they do it against Glasgow Warriors? Yes, they will. This is a great scrum and a fantastic scrum seen so much so by Lloyd Hagland, our referee, saying collapsing on the retreat privileges, and now that's the man himself, Matolengwe. He gave away a collapsed knee earlier on and then scrums beautifully to get the drive on the left shoulder. Here's what I asked earlier: do clubs take the 3 points or kick to the corner? And they take it on to the 22-meter line. Kuilsrivier, they believe that they can actually capitalize from that great scrum. And now, are they going to be able to win their line-out ball? We have to look at my captain and Shane Farmer, the hooker for Kuilsrivier. Up it goes, but it's stolen away. It comes down to Deval Kruger. Inside to Oosthuizen. Can this come back? The big man Utete is met by 1-2, and who's there again but the beast? It's turnover ball. Referee saying now with turnover ball, it was successful by Kuilsrivier, and then hands in to get it back. And now, is there any hesitation? No hesitation at all.
I've signaled already. Stand onto the field.
Seems a little bit of discussion there. Shane Farmer, the captain, he would like to have gone to the corner. I believe that the right call has been made, probably made from the coaching side, and saying 3 points. 3 points is valuable. And couldn't agree more with the sideline. You get this opportunity and you've got the Lynx Vabaza to just tickle it over, then to make it 3-all. Lynx coming forward. A slip, a slide to the left. Don't forget we have had so much rain here in the last few days, and they actually moved the second team game that was going to be the curtain raiser here onto the B field so that this ground could dry out a little longer and not be turned up by earlier games on this field. So well done to the clubs in actually respecting this for its test match arena. Far on to the side it goes again. Liam Parker now taking it on once, twice. He does gain 10 meters. Now having to make sure that they get this ball back. Oh, Kuilsrivier. Samuels is playing fly half position now. He can jump around as Mr. Samuel. Jules Samuel, a little live wire player. It's on the Blake Brown side. But that ball pick and go is now popped into touch. William Rose is there just to make sure Kuilsrivier aren't going anywhere. Unlucky there was Lynx Vabaza. He struck it well, but just as making contact, losing his footing, and that forced it slightly to the left-hand upright. Unlucky kick. Deval Kruger now, he's the man that's going to get the men in white marshalling forward. Will it be Thomas Mayer again? Is Samuel in the front? Over the head it goes of Samuel and the hand. They're trying to throw the scrum off up in the front of Kuilsrivier. Now it's got to come out at the moment. It's a bit of a hug, standing up, and now breaking away. Looked like Bealey or Jeff, that was Jeffries. William Rose is waiting. Samuel underneath it. He knows he's got men around him. That's beautifully taken. Otete going onto the bed, but jumping from the rooftop down onto the mattress of Samuel, and that is not allowed on a rugby field. Tete has to stay on his feet and try and play the ball from there. That's a great kick. A very, very good kick. And that is going to take it some 20 meters. Almost on the 10-meter line now of the Villagers. And Shane Farmer, very pumped up. He wants to get on with the game. You could see early on he had wanted the call of going to the corner flag for the penalty kick. He believes that they can take it to Villagers today. Up it goes, taken by the Sia Matando, remembered for his courageous cover tackled early on in the game. Samuel now, got to get this ball a little quicker. The big man, Mario Wilson, he's tackled backwards. He comes through at centre for Kuilsrivier. Samuel again, he has the beast. The beast beats one, he beats two. He's changed into third gear. Now he goes to ground. The beast making 10, 15 meters. Shane Farmer now. This is WrestleMania stuff. We'll take it to you. You're going to have imprints of our faces on those jerseys, Villagers, said Kuilsrivier. And here we get the man in Palmer. Parker has come across from his right wing. Don't waste time. Let the ball go. Samuel again. He's got to find now. Where's it going to go to? He's looking left and right. The beast again. Does he change gears? He only gets as far as first gear. Ball is still available. Samuel now playing. Samuel Farmer. Samuel again. Links. He takes it on. And now Mario Wilson at inside centre. This is good rugby from Kuilsrivier. Roll away is the call. And you could notice that there was a belief there in Kuilsrivier. It was a situation where they said, we can take it to you, Villagers, and we are going to come with force. And you saw that in the beast who got inside his Jeep and he just changed gears. First, second, third, on. A very, very short runway takeoff. Explosive running, very exciting to see Beast. Beast in Glamafa, the number 3 for Kuilsrivier. Sensible call again here. Links for Barca, the number 10, ready for Kuilsrivier to level the scores. This time I hope that those slippers of his don't slip. He keeps upright. He strikes it beautifully. He picks up the tee and says, let's get back, please, because it is now time to get on with the game. We now have a very, very interesting tussle here. Basically, the first quarter of the game gone. Right now, kick off again. That is well taken. That did go forward off fingertips and spotted by Lloyd Hagland, our referee. Carl Bealey trying to come through. Good to see the tight head prop charging down on the 10-meter kickoff. That's what you want to see. You always expect the wings and the backline players to charge it down, but there Mr. Beattie says, I can get there, just let me loose and I'll get there quickly. So once again, you're sitting at home and wherever maybe you're not, and you're watching from a restaurant or your friends, etc., about to give you the Springbok score, and don't want to hear. Here's the time to close the ears because it's about to come to you. Wales 13, South Africa 24. I believe a try disallowed that would have taken us away. And now there's a review. And could this be an extra addition in points? We're just waiting for an injury here, just some attention. The good old arse pack always comes to rescue, and referee Lloyd Hagland says, come on, let's get on with it, gentlemen. Who will start it for us but Joel Samuels. The front rows greet each other yet again. Steady scrum, that goes to ground. Did Bealey overextend? Referee says the ball's available. Samuel, he's a good one, this player. He feels he was taken off the ball. It's still not out. Laveau has to get back. Parker's onto him. Did he go off his feet, Parker? Just like earlier on when Otete went down onto Samuel, referee being constant here and saying that's where Mr. Parker went down straight onto Devon Laveau. Stay on your feet and fight for the ball. If you're the advancing player, you cannot go and fall down on the player in front of you. So some 17 minutes left on the clock here, ladies and gentlemen. And still the score, 3 points each. A very, very interesting game. Kuilsrivier and Villages both needing the points, so everything to play for here, especially on test day. Over the top it went to Ethan Jeffries, and now breaking away beautifully are the Villagers. There's Meyer, Laveau, Andries Fullion. That's a great cover tackle by Jacobs. And now the kick ahead, and Links will have to make sure he gets there, and he just covers it into touch. Still on the ball is Links Babaza, but well played by the Villagers. Vermeulen chasing that down. And for Kuilsrivier, the benefit of bouncing into touch, and now Shane Farmer, the captain, has to make sure they get their exit plan correctly here. It'll probably go as they've gone to short line out, then you'll have one of the big forwards, probably Brendan Fortain, crashing it up. But they've got to win it first. Kruger now wins it for Villagers. Otete, Aspeling, Fullion, and straight over the top. Hadn't realised that his wing in the form of Angelo Du Toit had shifted closer to him off the hip, and Andries Fullion giving it a loop pass, expecting him to be hugging the touchline. But maybe a switch play there with Angelo Du Toit would have worked. So sensible call. So straight into touch, and Kuilsrivier now. Yet again, Shane Farmer has got to find the red dot on the dartboard here for Kuilsrivier. They've got the big man in Dedricks, but it hasn't got, it's gone to the front. Now they'll try and take it up. Carl Bealey is there as well. My apologies, that was Ethan Jeffries was there. Good to see the Villagers front row men working hard as well, just like we've seen the Kuilsrivier front row actively involved. So the heavies, if I say that respectfully, on both sides, the tight men, they are the ones actually doing a lot of damage this afternoon. Keep it up, young men. Right, AR on the far side has indicated that the line out is to be just outside the 22-metre area of Kuilsrivier. Off with fingertips, Samuels away, gets it away again. This is good play, taken up, same line now. If you took a ruler, you'll notice that now they've crossed the advantage line. Can they hold it up? In the middle of it is Nkosi Former for Villagers. But they have managed to get this ball back. Quick ball is needed. The beast says only one away. Arno is forward. He gains his 3 metres again. Links is onto it. The chip is straight downfield. Joshua Vermeulen, he'll be on it. You've got to close the door with this young man. He'll have a look. And now he decides to have a run. Andries Vermeulen. Is it inside to Devon Laveau? Back on the outside. Taking it down again is Magwadaleka. Very good chase on Fullion. Samuel gets it now. Shane Farmer meets the captain Aspeling. Samuel again. The box kick in Shangazi. He's got pace, this young man. There he goes. Don't give him too much space. He tries to get past Apleni, but he's brought to ground. Now they got to look on the left, on the blind side. Through the hands it goes. Uteti cuts inside, doing the right thing. Hands off one, hands off two. Quick ball is needed. Rose now, back on to Jeffries. He still goes. This is the way to play. Bealey is there. Rose. Through the hands now, Fenter. Now it's up to Vermeulen. And Shangazi's on the far side. Angelo de Toy loses his footing. He's not tackled, so he can play. The ball's still inside. Now it's got to come back. Rose is waiting. Thomas Meyer, he doesn't pass. He beats one, he beats two. They've got to now make sure it comes on to Dan Aspling. He'll be able to go all the way through. And that is like the old medieval times. The battering ram. If you're not going to open the castle door of the fort, we're going to use the big boom boom. And boom, 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 Aspling came charging through to crash the door down. And they all came tumbling down. My Captain Aspling. That was very, very good play by Villagers. They took it left and right. Give Utete lots of credit from the right-hand side here, rewinding the tape for you in memory. And then quick hands again. You saw people like Rose and then Meyer and then quick hands from Fulyun out to Nshangazi had come off his right wing to give it to Detoy, who'd lost his footing and back inside again. And then you saw the doors open up and the battering ram of Aspling hitting it at pace and straight. The 2 points successful, 10 points to 3. And 11 minutes of this first exciting half still left on the clock. Kuilsrivier know that they can bounce back from this. They're not going to just sit down and let Villagers now put the accelerator down. Lynx is there. Lynx Babaza, the fly half for Kuilsrivier. It's a bit of a vroor kick, but it actually is taken above his head by Neil Fenter. Collision is made with Apleni. Great tackle. There's contact being made. Yeah, there are many men going to wake up tomorrow morning realizing that they're going to have to get the ice packs out even then and get the Sunday massage. The bodies will be sore. Nshangazi's in the air, it's gone forward, and referee saying both men jumping for the ball. Nothing malicious or dangerous there, and Nshangazi just losing contact with the ball as coming to ground. Right here now, able to see nice and close, you've got Tando Matolengwe, the loose head, up against Carl Bealey. And there you can see the replay on your screen. Rose again, through the hands and to the boom, boom, boom battering ram of Aspling. Just waiting for injury recovery here.
This is the second stoppage that they have for an injury. And I see he's also getting treatment. Let's go, gents. Come on, boys, let's get ready. Okay, what's off, boys?
Right. Now we're having a look, and Aspling, the captain, just asking a question or two, saying, "Sir, you know, is this a slow down tactic? Are these genuine injuries?" And Lloyd Haglin, the referee, has to treat them as such, and we respect it as such as well, that they are. And you can see replacement already taking place in Dion Koopman. Arm is out. Lynx, and the referee will bring them straight back. And overextending happened early on as well. So a great tussle between Tando Matalengwe and Carl Bealey. Carl Bealey that time overextending and losing footing. Lengths now sending it onto the just 5 meters short of the 22 of Villages. Shane Farmer now. Going to have to find the dartboard number that he wants. Is it going to go to the back? It should be just a simple to the front. You've got the big men there. Up it goes, beautifully taken as well. Secured in the front of the line out. Garcia taking it in the front. Now the dancing and the hugging is still just moving sideways. Now it's got to almost be turnover ball, but that's an automatic collapse. And just when Villages were about to win the standing ball, and now we're going to see
If you win, you can collapse the ball. Yeah.
obviously back chat and something that's not professional on a rugby field. So Mario Wilson, he gets sent to the headmaster's office to sit in the chair outside the headmaster's door. So Mario Wilson, not what his team would have wanted right now. He was playing exceptionally well. But there you saw again the turnaround penalty that was given and unnecessary off the ball action and chirping. Now William Rose onto Lauvo. Fullion tries to get through, but he's always well met by Adri Jacobs. But look at Utete. He is a flyer today. He really has had his rice pops today for breakfast. And that is Utete trying my eyes. Dotted down by Angelo de Toy. Well-deserved Angelo de Toy, but give credit to Mr. Dylan Utete having a stormer of a game today, hitting that from the number 6 position as a flank, running through like his third centre, and then just brought to ground, and then very quick hands by Villages, Rose through to Vermeulen, through to Angelo de Toy, and a magnificent try for the men in white. $27 points to 13 the score. And that 27 points to 13 is not here, but it's over against Wales with our fantastic green and gold Bokker taking on the men in red, the Welsh, and 27-7. And now I believe just coming through as well that it is an extra try for the Bokker, 32 points to 13. Looks well, 5 minutes left here. 15 points to 3. So the kick not successful. And Lengths again. Lengths for Vaza takes it onto his opposite 10 in Lauvo. And that's a crisp kick. A very crisp kick. So much so that it gives them a gain of some 45 meters. And you could hear it when leather of his boot made leather contact with the rugby ball. And Devon Lauvo just steering that back to just beyond the 10-meter line of Kuilsrivier. Shane Farmer looks and sees that it is a shortened line out. Will it go to Brandon Fortain? Yes, it is. It's fingertips. Knock on, there was no binding, so there was no offside line. He could come through, was Thomas Meyer, read that superbly. So it was just a loose man at the back when Mr. Fortain came to ground, so it was open play. And Thomas Meyer just tried to get his hands, and if he had got his hands on that, knowing Thomas Meyer, he can also gallop away to that corner flag. So Kuilsrivier need to tighten up their line-out structures. That's where they are struggling a little at the moment. They've had some secure ones and then driven nicely on that, and they need to get back to just finding their rhythm in the line-outs. Set piece. This is a good scrum again, a superb scrum. Trying to keep now the front row pop out. Devil Kruger's one of them. Samuel. This is a great chip ahead by Bunzaya. Then again, that's superbly covered by Lauvo. This is interesting. Referee coming all the way back. I always have a debate on this. When play has been gained by some 50 meters, then you come back for a kick. The only easy answer out of this is that you get the penalty line out. But it's always interesting when a ball is kicked downfield some 50 meters. If advantage then can be said that the attacking side has taken that advantage option, and now they come back for the kick, which is less ground than the actual tackle. So they do get the penalty throw in at the line out. And Shane Farmer now, he's the man. We have a look, there's 3 minutes left on the clock. Shane Farmer now. Can he find Fortain? Who are they going to go to? Yes, they go to him at the back. This time it is Tata. They're driving on. Apreni is on the ball now. Trying to get through to it is Dion Koopman. He's been on a jersey replacement here. Keeping the legs going, keeping the drive going. Was the ball out? Now it's a knock-on time. Referee's arm is out. He's letting play go on. Well done to Adri Jacobs from Kuilsrivier.
Did you knock on the ball?
Knock on, soft fingertips.
Let's go, boys. Yeah, boys. Let's go.
Right, so now we're nearing the put the kettle on time. We're into the last minute before half time, and it's time for second half coffee and biscuit. And so the kettle must start to boil now. We're into the 40 seconds left, and this is a scrum that villagers will have to make sure they stand strong, because if Kuilsrivier start getting scrum dominance here, they could get the scrum penalty just before half time. Villagers come back strongly, ball spills out, it goes on to links, but then again back inside to Parker. He's tackled, he's on his knee, referee's arm is out, they'll get the penalty in front of the poles. Aplani, the flank forward, he's been everywhere today, he gets this ball again. Referee says infringement. Straight arm in front of the poles. There should be no hesitation here, but it should be as simple, let's tickle it over and let's make it 15 points to 6. But as overruled are the coaching side here, and they've gone to the corner, and Shane Farmer has made the call for his team, and they say they're going to win this line out, and they better win this line out, because instructions were sent on from the sideline with the tee to say take the points and kick it over, and I couldn't agree more. But maybe Shane Farmer and his forwards know better here and want a full 7. There we go, you throw it away. Now villagers just need to make sure they get this ball into touch and take their 15 points to 3. There it is. William Rose just taps and pushes it into touch. And I'm sure there'll be a few words from Coach Clement Lewis just with regards to the decision making and making sure that when calls are made, that they're actually made in the best interest of the team. And his call of going for poles, as I said, I will fully agree with. Unfortunately, not finding their jumper and not finding their line out working with Elto-Kuilsrivier, and that has cost them in the first half so far. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I say to you, it is time for refreshments for you. It is time for you to go and get yourselves ready for the second half. Please come back to us. We'd love you to be part of it with us here. And our Bokke, I believe, are leading handsomely by 34 points to 13. So, yes, they are warming themselves up for the Irish test as well back here in our country. I'm going to go and get myself a bottle of water quickly. I'm looking forward to spending Saturday afternoon with you. Club rugby here at Villagers. Villagers leading 15 points to 3. And we've got an exciting second half waiting for you. Go Boca! Boca, Boca, Boca! And that is 41 points. Oops, I should say block your ears if you don't want to hear. But maybe too late because the excitement here. 41 points to 13. And basically running out of the sands and times in the game against Wales. Well, both sides have returned here. And they are looking forward to a very exciting second half. So are we at the Villagers Rugby Club. Club Rugby brought to you by Global Sport Network. Thank you to Global Sport Network for their support in Club Rugby media coverage, as well as to the official business sponsor today, UXR Sport. And thank you to them, again, making this game available for us to enjoy from the Super League A Structure League. Right, it's kicked down deep again. This time taken on by Dharma. Villagers in the white jerseys, bit of brown mud on it as well. Parker up onto it, takes it beautifully. That he took out of the clouds, and he's still going strong. Well done, Mr. Liam Parker. Samuel again. Now the excitement is up. Links Babaza puts it out to Bunzai and Hayat Sput. He brings it back now, thrown back inside. This has got to come out to Apleni. He likes going forward. He'll recycle. There you get Matolengwe. He clears out. Samuel chooses to go on the blind side. Taken up. Villagers are there. Must roll away, it will be the call. And leave the ball alone. Has it been cleared out? Yes, it has. And it's turnover ball. Rose finds a standing still. Jeffries. Referee's arm is out for the turnover. And now you get the beast again. This time Thomas Mayer has to make the courageous cattle. Referee's arm is out. Links gets it going. On to Jacobs. Parker is there. Ball will come around as Fulyun. And now this is going to be runaway. Haste-to. Andries Fulyun will go on an Ibala. And down he goes. Kuilsrivier will be asking the question. It was a lateral shift. Referee would have called advantage over. And then ball spilt out. And this will be an interesting one. Kuilsrivier feel that they were damaged there with regards to not getting the opportunity for the advantage. And he had his arm out. It did shift sideways some 20 meters. And that'll be a debatable one. As I referred to earlier, going forward, advantage over, shifting sideways. Could be an interesting call to come back for the straight arm. But referee Lloyd Hagland had signalled and stated advantage over. That's when it spilt out. Andries Fulyun realised, I picked this up, I've just got to gallop for home and no one will catch him. Samuel tried, and then 7 points added. So Mario Wilson has come back from the headmaster's office, the centre that was sent off for a yellow card infringement is back on now. So Kuilsrivier, they having to close the gap, 22 points to 3. They've been in the game, so they know that they can come back and put points on the board. It bounces, never let it bounce. It comes into the hands of Utete. Look at this for a flank forward. He knocks down one. He tried to get Parker down, but then again, a great tackle. My apologies. And then coming through on the clearance, no arms used in it. But what a tackle by Liam Parker. Dylan Utete today, he has been like Superman and Spider-Man combined. Maybe we should call him Utete Super Spider, because trust me, he has clung on to everything that has come his way and then flown through the skies like Superman, has Utete for me this afternoon, and done everything at major speed. Let's have a look again now. It's a great clearance by Lynx, and now Lynx Vabaz has put his side back into the half of Villagers. Already had just on 5 minutes basically played in the second half. I've seen a try scored already by Andries Fuljoen, the outside centre, with a runaway pickup from just outside his 22-metre area. Up it goes. There again, it was Nkosi Nofuma getting up to spoil it. In Shangazi brings it back for Villagers. Neil Fenter, Lauvo, Aspeling, out to Angelo Dutoy. There are numbers there, both Parker and the ever-present Jacobs. Here comes contact time again. Cornet Oosthuizen knows that he can cross that advantage line. Thomas Meyer loops around. Back it goes to the try scorer, Fuljoen. He's got Matolengwe on him. This time to Lauvo. He makes as if he's going to chip it forward. Still working forward. Had a good game today, Devon Lauvo. Now it goes out wide. A long skip pass to Nshangazi. He beats one. He beats two. He's still dancing. Beautiful dance moves here. On to Carl Bealey. He makes as if he's going to drop kick. Now he's seen it all. The tight head prop sells the dummy drop. Now through the hands. Utete says, I'll stand still. This is WrestleMania stuff here. The crowd on the far side are getting carried away with the entertainment this afternoon. Who will remember? We won't forget the Carl Bealey drop kick on his own 10-metre line dummy by the tight head prop. Exciting stuff. And referee coming back now to the high tackle in the middle of the field. And referee let him play go on for a little while there, but he's been, in a sense, did the same earlier on. Just all going back to that sideways lateral advantage. And Chaos will be shaking their heads and trying to get to understand that one. But referee clear in his standings. That advantage was over. But bringing them back now, and they get the line-out penalty. Shane Farmer. Carl Beatty says, I don't have to come and whisper in your ears. You know where it's going, Devolt. It'll go to Thomas Meyer. Why should it go to anybody else? Number 8 on his back. Is it going to be to the back? Yeah, all the variation. And that time beautifully taken by Nofuma. It's been kicked ahead. Utete is there. He tries a Ronaldo kick, but in front of the kicker. In front of the kicker. So it was touched by Kuilsrivier. Tap and go. For Luna, he's the man that actually wants to get it going again. Hands are on the ball here. Could this be a first turnover? Yes, it is. First man there and holding on to it. So a little bit of excitement brewing here. 9 minutes gone. But laws are laws, and when it came from a player behind hacking it through, then the man in front of the ball picking it up, that is automatic offside line. But they've got it back, and they've taken play now into the 22-metre area of Villagers, and now we just have Super Spider Utete. They're going to need more than officials to try and get him off the field. Just the technical crew now just working on the referee replacement mark. He's got to be linked up just so that it can come through loud and clear.
Yeah, thank you.
That's all under control. Well done to Heinrich for getting across there very quickly. From UXR Sports as well, coverage today presented by this business. Thank you to them. Up it goes. Superbly taken by Diedrichs. The driver's on. They've got to keep it going. Breaking away now. That looks like Matolengwe. It's got to come again, the big men. No, it wasn't. Matolengwe is now on the ball. Recycle it now. It's got to come quickly. Referee's arm is out and holding on to it. Here comes the beast. The beast is still in first gear, second gear, third gear. Apoleni, the man earlier on, he's had a good game. He was the man that I miscredited.
The first one was they playing straight off the feet, clean the ball, and he does exactly the same. Clear momentum, it's a yellow card.
So straight off their feet,
Scrum, gents.
and that is a clear cynical infringement. So coming to the sideline now, and that'll take them down to 14, and coming to join the naughty chair will be Nkosi Nofuma, the number 4 lock for Villagers, straight off his feet and sealing off. So cynical play and preventing constructive rugby advantage for Kuilsrivier. Referee now has sent the Villagers man to the naughty chair in the corner. Samuel again. Scrum is both sides standing up. Kuilsrivier, they will believe that they've got the opportunity to take this over. They will know that they can scrum this one. This has got to be a direct feed. They've got the big man at the back. Number 8 jersey, Sia Matanda. If they can get a 2-meter gain on Villagers back, going backwards in the scrum, then trust me, Sia Matanda knows where that under the crossbar line is to gain a 5-pointer for his team. But first, they got to keep it upright. Both sides now ready to scrum. Remember that Villagers are down their lock player who's come to the naughty chair. Here comes the scrum. Sia Matanda. Referee's got the option. Arm is out. Samuel links, brings it inside to Mario Wilson, who's back on the field. Samuel again, links again. Now you're going to go through to Jacobs. It's a chip and chase. It's a very, very clever kick through by Bunza and flying through onto it. And if there was a man that I also think deserves a pat on the back today with a try, would be the hard-working right wing in the form of Liam Parker. And very, very controlled play there as well. Superb play. And Bunzaya and Parker now adding the 5 points. Links Vabaza. He struck it so beautifully earlier on. Can he do it again? We just wait for Links to now study a little more. That could curl back inside beautifully, and it hits the far upright and bounces down, but a magnificent effort from the touchline, and it takes it to 22 points to 8. There has been a change as well. Jersey 19, Ashraf Smith, he comes on. And I think he is has replaced number 4, Brandon Fortain. Some fresh legs needed. And you see that same as well. 21 is on for Villages. So that will be Hanro Jacobs in jersey 21. Interesting fact about Hanro Jacobs. His dad was the darling of Dispatch in his day. And A.D. Jacobs. And I'll get back to that, played with the legend Donnie Gerber. So this is the son of the legend, the darling of Dispatch, who also played for Dispatch Senior, Mr. Jacobs, and now has the honour of seeing Anton play here for Villages. Great play so far in Shangazi. Tackle release is the call. And referee saying tackle player making the pick up straight away has got to be tackle release. And this will be nudged to the corner. Bonzai is going to do, Vermeulen is going to do just that. And he takes it to about 8 meters out. Why change the recipe? You've got the replacement George Fritz. He knows how to find the line out jumpers here. You've also gone to Carl Mangold. Jersey 18, he's on. Refer to him as the beefstuck. Carl Mangold, he is a beefstuck of a man. You can see him in the super clean number 18 jersey. The rest of the forwards. Up it goes to Thomas Meyer. On to driving it forward was Hanno Jacobs, but then now it's back to George Fritz. He'd love to come on and make an immediate claim to scoring. Rose, Aspeling taking it on further. Kuilsrivier solid in their defence here. Superb effort from them, taking it on yet again. The big collision. Look how the men are putting their bodies on the line. Beast was there. Here is the beefstick, Carl Mangold. It's pick and go time as well by Fritz. The replacement hooker, Rose, looks wide. Lalvo, he skips it out too wide and he slips it into the spectators on the far side. So Kuilsrivier, hats off to you for that tremendous cover defence and where you stood solid and didn't allow any of the advancing Villages running crash ball onto you to cross the advantage line. Actually tackled them backwards and ending up with a long pass from Laval, finding the spectators on the far side. So Kuilsrivier now. Just making sure they know exactly where this is going. There is an injury. The beast is back. Just a shake of the wrist and the arm, and that'll sort the shoulder out as well. And he's had a stormer of a game today, is the beast. Taking his march back into the line out. He has to know now, am I ready for the ball? Up it goes. Look, taken off the tips of Matanda, now through the hands to Vabaza, does well. Gains 10 meters by dancing through. Samuel digging for this, onto the boot, his left boot, and he takes this. Good exit play by Kuilsrivier. And credit there to Links Vabaza for his direct play of beating one or two and then setting it up for the left foot of Samuel to put it into touch. Jersey change, and it's time now for Luvo Bazi to say, Beast, you're going to have your well-deserved feast. Beast, on the sideline and get yourself ready with a nice bottle of cold water. And the Beast has had a stormer today. Beast, mountain of a man. think that'll be an injury replacement. Up we go to the shortened line out. Thomas Mayer will soar up. It's now to waist level. He's lifted up. George Fritz will be coming through onto the drive. There you can see him on the ball, taking it on further. William Rose onto Asperling. Beats one. He knows no one's going to be difficult to stop him now. He's not tackled. The referee is now calling. And this will be interesting. It's tap and go time, but referee says come back.
Let's get back, gents.
So the referee making the call for hard tackle, and that will be a call for Andre Jacobs, who's also had a good game. So referee says beef stick, let's play on. He tries to hit the upright wall of the blue jerseys. Kuilsrivier back inside to Vermeulen, and he beats the outstretched hand of Apleni, and that's well played by Andries Vermeulen. Looked like he was going to step to his left and then played it off the right shoulder. Soft hands back inside to the flying Joshua Vermeulen. And Vermeulen, he doesn't need a second invitation to come inside and partake in the conversation in anybody's lounge, because when he hits it at pace, the door opens for him. He'll come flying inside, and there he does it, and he'll take the kick for poles now. 27 points at the present moment. That did create the space out wide where Mario Andre Jacobs would have been. And Andre Jacobs is now sitting on the naughty chair for the hard tackle that referee Lloyd Hagland had called him for. And that was the space that created the open door for Joshua Vermeulen. Apleni did try to get across, but that door opened too quickly. Joshua Vermeulen, yet again, home favourite here is Joshua Vermeulen, and he just tickles that one through onto the green and rolls it into the hole for another 2 points. 29 points now, 2-8. Looks like jersey 21, Yamkela Lufuta, has taken the field. Tando Matolengwe has also come off, and he's had a superb game today, is Tando. But here's George Fritz. He's a courageous one. He'll make his presence felt in the time left. That goes out wide. Jandre Probler is on for Villages in jersey 23. 22 is Brad Tane. He normally starts at scrum half, so he's having to start off the bench today as Brad Tane. On to Jandre Probler, and he gets a superb bounce, basically onto the, just short of the halfway line, if not onto it, and turning Kuilsrivier back some 25 metres. Here we go again. Full credit to the Kuilsrivier side this afternoon. They've come to play, and they haven't disappointed their travelling spectators or the club officials. They've come here. The scoreboard does say 29 points to 8. They could have themselves had 1 or 2 extra tries on the board. So credit to them, but also credit to Villages for the way they played today. Luvo Bazi, the 18 tight head prop, takes to take it up. Now the replacement 22, Isaac, scrum off. It's chipped downfield. Tane. And this is the man that can play. Now have a look at this. This is hard running here, back inside, off the hands of Kun. Tain gets it, it's a box kick over, and roll away will be the call because Enrico Bunzaya was lying on the wrong side. Neil Fenter and Enrico Bunzaya just loosening each other up there with a shoulder bump on each shoulder, saying, how's your right shoulder, how's my left, and just doing a little bit of loosening up. That's what you call buddy work. And I'm sure that they'll raise glasses tonight as well and say, hey, we met each other on the field. So Moment's just getting a little anxious now. It's into the corner, and superb corner kick it is. And George Fritz now, he's the man that's going to have to find his jumper. Thomas Weyer, is he there? Why change it? It's a shortened line out. Kun is there as well, but Meyer will be the go-to man. At the back, no, clever variation. It even had the commentator confused, but referee Lloyd Haglin right on the spot to say, no, no, no. From the front, Beef Stick pushed it through slightly forward. And trust me, that was confusing to everybody, but beautifully executed. And even our commentator saw the shuffle of Meyer going to the back of the line out, and Fritz and Beefstick Mangold made it happen in the front. Just shows you what a loose head and hooker can do. But the return pass from Mr. Mangold slightly forward. Big scrub now from Villagers. Scrumming in an angle is the call. And that created the wheel, and now we're starting to see a little bit of scrum dominance there with the big men in the form of Matalengue and Glamafa, the beast, now on the sidelines. Lynx, he's the man that tries to get that out. Lynx for Baza, he does. He only gains 6 or 7 meters, but it's his penalty advantage line out, and Shane Farmer, the captain, he's going to have to make sure now he finds his jumper. Apaleni could be one of them. Apaleni. Kun trying to watch it in the front. That time it goes up to Matanda. He wins it beautifully. Isaacs as well now. Roll away is the call. It's tap and go. There's no time to waste, says Mario Wilson. That's knocked out of the hands of Lufuta. Ball's got to come back quickly. Their numbers from Tanya. And that you'll get Davids coming on in jersey 17. Now you've got Tain. Now you get Hroblo putting it through onto the grubber. And that's very, very exciting to see the underutilized skill on a rugby field, and that is the grubber kick, where you can just chip it through, turn the advancing defense line around and push them back, and that's what Jandre Hroblo used there. It's like using your chipper onto the green, but making sure it does roll next to the flag, and that's what Jandre Hroblo did. So, using his skills well. Shane Farmer now, they got to make sure they win this line out. The last one was taken from them. It's fingertips again. This time has it come down to ground on the right side. Let's play the advantage because it did come off the line out. Here's Kobla, here's for Holyun. There's inside now, it came from Detroit. The big man and Fritz. Turnover ball for the knock. Referee allowing the advantage to play. This is good stuff. Lynx finds it out wide. Somebody's got to take it. It's no fingertips forward. It's gone backwards. Coming very loose and scrappy now. Going way back onto the far side. We've got passes of some 30 meters lateral over players' heads, players going for it, missing the bounce, but taking the scrum back for the knock-on by Villagers, because correctly so, no advantage played, just lateral play going sideways, and referee coming back for the Villagers knock. 12 and a half minutes left on the clock this afternoon. Will Coach Andrew Kuilsrivier be so excited this evening as well with his performance from his team. A lot of effort has gone into the Villagers structures, and I'm sure there'll be major celebrations again if the scoreboard holds as it is. But Kuilsrivier, Isaacs breaks away. He's not getting away from Brad Tane. And Brad Tane is the man that should get the credit there. As much as the men in white were trying to secure the ball back, Brad Tane was the man that chased Isaacs down, put the hand out, and then said, go to ground because my reinforcements are here. Right, to the corner they go. Villagers wanting to make sure that they capitalise on points, etc. And they wanting to score that extra try now. Up it goes, Thomas Meyer. Down it comes straight away to Jacobs. Mentioned earlier his dad being the darling of dispatch with Donnie Gerber. Pick and go time now as well. This is the way, just patience needed. Tane just a pop pass on to Ibrahim Davids. Here comes the big beef stick. He finds it inside to Dion Kun. It's got to come to ground. It's pick and go. Hold again. Don't be excited now. Patient rugby needed. Ibrahim Davids. He scored last week. Can he score again? And dive over try time. And that is pick and go. And who do you see it going to? It looks like Heino Kun. Dion Kun. And they bashed away at that until the house came crumbling down. And Dion Kun, the man that is still in a fairly clean jersey, he came on as a replacement. He realised just short of the line that if he could pick and dive over the advancing online defence, then he would be able to credit them with a 5-pointer. From Mueller now. There's an injury here. And this could look very serious. And if you are a friend or family member of George Fritz, he looks like he's holding that collarbone. He's a strong man, but the kick is successful as well. 8.5 minutes left on the clock. The score 35 points to 8. The kickoff is deep. Dion Kun, the try scorer, underneath. Down it goes to ground by Zane Barnard. From Muirland, now takes it on to Angelo DeToy, and in front of the kick, and referee Hagland right there. I see George Fritz being cautiously taken. He is walking off to the medic room, holding that left shoulder, and I do believe that that could be the collarbone. Looking very, very painful. But offside line called in front of the kick here, advancing, so they've taken it from where the advancing player was. It's tap and go. They could have gone to the corner, but Shane Farmer says, let's take it on straight. Isaacs again. The big man, 18 in Bazi, Luva Bazi. Here we've had Matanda. He's a strong, solid man as Matanda. Sia. Back again to Luva Bazi. Him and the Beast make themselves present. That's a great turnaround. And this is again Parker. And he will go all the way through. That's well played, Kuilsrivier. That's superb play. That was take it up, hit it up. Bazi and Matanda definitely involved in that. It came for a third time, and then Lynx Vabaza saw the sliding doors not closing properly. They were a little bit jittery, and as he went through that, he then could put it out to the flying Liam Parker, who's had a tremendous game for Kuilsrivier on the right wing this afternoon. 7 minutes and 10 seconds to go with the Lynx now. He can't study too long. He knows that they need to get back in this game. Kuilsrivier had been inspired to try and close even more doors. Lynx has a quick look. He hit the left hand upright in the last kick. And this time he hits the left hand upright yet again, but on the pole pad. So just didn't have the distance. So he knows where that left hand upright is, does Lynx for Baza. And just needing to shift it 1 or half a meter off that line, and he'll get the extra 2 points. Jandre Grobler. Nice and deep. Shangazi's there. Beautifully taken on by the hard-working Jacobs today. Now they want to play. This is through the hands now. Falun, he won't get past him too easily. He brings his man down to ground. Once again, Isaacs. Played well as Bazi since he's come on. Mario Wilson, the centre, gets it laterally past, but they've been tackled backwards, our Kuilsrivier. And now it's ruck time, but in the ruck, hands on the ground, it's tap and go. Enrico Bonzaya, the fullback, he's gained some 20 metres. Now Isaacs. Now they want to play a game. They've really got their fire up. The Kuilsrivier is starting to flow here. The Kuilsrivier. Okay, turnover ball. The first man was there, but they've won it again with hands in the ruck now. Tap and go. And look at this now. It's chip and chase. And Angelo de Toy hit his foot. But so does a flying Sass, more than a Sass. But referee and AR just going to have a little chat. Was there grounding on the ball there?
It's a blue and white dot ice on the ball. Okay, it was backwards of blue, so it's try.
And it was back off. You'll see on the replay a beautiful kick forward. Very clever play. Angelo Davids goes charging through it. Sass tries to get there. It's back off blue, and that's why off Sass into in goal. And Angelo Davids just went forward and dived on it. Right, so the tap down and fall down on it has worked out beautifully for the Villagers side now to take it on to 41 points to 13. Now you've got Joshua Vermeulen. He's had a very, very good game today. The kick hasn't reached anywhere near points position gain.
3 minutes. Yeah.
And now, leaving us here, 4 minutes basically, and this is going to be exciting times. Referees indicated it as probably closer to 2. There's a kick in front, a runner in front of the kick. Now it goes wide again. Jandre Krobler, he's the man that wants to hit it deep. Babaza's trying to get back. There could be collisions here. It's beautifully saved. That is again taken on by Angelo Dutoy. He's got to pick this up, diving down onto the man. It's pick and go time. Can this be try time? Referee says held up, take back for the 5 metre, or hold up in goal. And Angelo Dutoy, and when chasing up on that kick and using the right thing, he didn't want to knock it on, so he took extra second or two, and that gave Kuilsrivier the time to say, let's get back and defend. And with that defence of being held up over the try line in goal area, it has gone to Villagers. And Villagers now in the last minute and a half. It's a good scrum. Taine, Krobler, and that is a simple, gentle knockdown by Enrico Bonsaya. Things just starting to crumble a little bit here. It's like a Mari biscuits crossing the road and being run over by the bus and starting to form crumbs here, and that is what is actually happening. It's starting to crumble a little bit, the structures for both sides, and crumbs are being left on the plate. After a very, very exciting and entertaining game, both sides just seem to be getting a bit anxious in the dying minutes. Understandably so. Through the hands of Taine, it comes from Krobler in Shangazi. He's close to that touchline, back inside to Vermeulen. He's been present as Dion Kun since he's come on. So has Davids, the loose head replacement. It's knocked forward, and now that is going to be close to the end of the game, if not the end of the game. Referee has a look, there's still 52 seconds, but referee has said we have gone over the optional time. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been a game of exciting South African club rugby phases. I'm going to be going down to the field and trying to get some on-field interviews done, and straight away after that we'll say our good nights from there. In the meantime, don't leave us. We're just going to set up downstairs, and we'll come off and finish off with credit to both teams. Entertaining game with Villagers coming out on top, 41 points to 13 against a very, very excited and spirited Kuilsrivier, who really put their bodies on the line as well. See you shortly. Kuilsrivier side. Yes, they might only have 13 points on the board, but believe me, they could have been credited with a bit more as well. But congratulations to the winners, and that is Villagers romping away to 41 points. While I have a gentleman standing here with me, and such an honour to stand with the man known as the Beast. Beast, yes it is, in Glamafa, and have I got that correct, sir? Beast, just tell me, how did you enjoy that game today? I'll never forget when you changed first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear in the first half and had that 20-metre run. How did you enjoy today?
We enjoyed the game very much. We wanted a challenge coming from a win from St. George's. We told ourselves we're going to give it everything that we have, and I think we left it on the field. But obviously the scoreboard doesn't say how the game ended.
Yeah, Beast, I can say that to you as well. You were outstanding in your performance yourself whilst you were on the field. I noticed also picked up a little bit of a knock in the second half. You just shrugged it off, just a shoulder, shrugged it off, and managed to get on with the game. But then I think it was time to give Luvo Bazi an opportunity to have a run. Beast, knowing the season and where you are, what message can you leave for your team in the change room?
I mean, obviously it's been a tough season for us, but we're taking it week by week, day by day. Slowly but surely we're growing. Yeah, the result is not what we wanted, but it's back to the drawing board. We're going to work on it, and then we're going to come back stronger, not this week, the next week against Helderberg in Strand.
Fantastic. Beast, all I can say to you is you weren't just one beast, you were the beast of beasts today. So congratulations, an honour for me to shake your hand. You go and join your teammates there, and thank you for your performance today. Right, here we're going to speak and bring across. And number 7 on his jersey today, Neil Fenter. It's a dirty jersey, and dirty jersey because this man of the match, please come closer here, Neil, so that we can get you right onto screen where you belong. We're going to chat to players, and then we'll chat to 2 officials from the clubs afterwards. Neil, week after week after week, you knock on the door with your putting your both hands up, your legs up to say, hey coaches, I'm man of the match material. Today, fully deserved again. How did you, firstly, forget about the team, how did Neil Fenter enjoy himself today?
I enjoyed it quite a lot. Luckily I'm fit, so with the fitness we do on the weekends. But yeah, I enjoyed very much. We're playing a nice brand of rugby, we're playing great, we're moving the ball, so I enjoy every bit of it. So yeah, today was like, how can I say, example of what we can do.
The cherry on the top.
Yeah,
right?
Cherry on the top.
There we go. Now, Neil, you would be in the change room at the moment. What message would you like to send through to the mana that are there celebrating already? You've had 2 good wins so far, Marty's last week and then Kuilsrivier today.
I will say enjoy 2 beers tonight and then recover, go back home, watch the rugby, and then we'll come back on Tuesday and plan out for False Bay.
I thought Kuilsrivier were very spirited in their efforts today. I'm sure you would like to agree with that. And what positive message can you send to your friends Kuilsrivier for today and for the season ahead?
I must say they're very physical on the breakdowns, line-out scrums. They make it tough. It was tough for us to compete against them. They're a very physical team that you have to keep up their heads up high and do the basics right. So yeah, they are a very physical team, and yeah, it's quite a battle in front of them.
Kom ons praat die taal. Okay, I could see you really getting through there, and you did so exceptionally well with some delicious English. Okay, so well done, Neil. Very good. I'm going to close off for you now and just say to you what lies ahead for Villagers here.
I must say we are a great bunch of guys. When we're not 23, we're 45 oaks. We're working hard, and from players to management, we're enjoying ourselves, and we have to keep our heads down, work hard, and results will come our way.
Well, just as I had the honour of shaking Beast's hand, I have the honour of shaking Neil Fenter's hand, and to you, sir, go and celebrate with your team, and well done, eh? I'm going to call on the visiting official first, the vice president, or vice chairman, should I say, and that is Ian Gura, and I think Ian, if you can have the spotlight at the present moment. But you know what we should do here? This is South African rugby. Anton Kuzner, why stand separately? Come and join your friend here, the vice chairman, there's the chairman, and let's stand together as two South African men. And why don't we firstly just say how proud we are to be South African?
No, for sure. It's always a pleasure to be involved in any rugby game. I've got a lot of passion for this game. And I think today again showed that this country is a rugby mad country, you know.
Especially after the Bokke today, eh?
Yeah.
What do you think of that performance overseas?
Well, I mean, you know, as a championship team, you know, we thought we were going to spank Wales. So, you know, so we were obviously we weren't watching most of the game because we were out here, but I'll be watching it on catch up. Thank you, DSTV, this evening when I get home after the Bulls.
Anton, just allow me the opportunity just to say to Ian, I'm sure you can be exceptionally proud of your team as well. I think they came out here. You as club officials do a tremendous amount of work in trying to keep the game of rugby at club level at the standards that it is. It is superb, Super League A, and congratulations to you. Just a little bit of home comment about Kuilsrivier and the efforts there, especially in the off the field.
Thanks, Barry. It's never easy. I think for any club in the Super League A that you go to. Last week we were at St George's, and it's tough everywhere you go. Everybody wants to do something positive and stay positive in the league. But I think today villagers were hungry. They wanted it more today. And we'll congratulate them on the win today. They deserve to win today. I don't want to go on the 50-50 calls. You know, those things happen. 1 week it happens, 1 week it doesn't happen, and we must play past those situations. But I think the state of the Super League A is good. It's healthy, and I think I'll be very honest to say that every team in this league can compete. They can compete, definitely, even the smaller ones. But yeah, congratulations to Villagers.
Well spoken, Ian, and thank you for those positive words. I'm sure Anton would like to say that. Could you two just swap positions for a moment, and I'll bring you back into it, Ian. Don't go too far. You heard your friend here, Ian Gupta, just complimenting Villagers, but also, as I said to you before, and I say to Ian tonight, congratulations to all officials, admin, board members, chairman, vice chairman, you name it. Every single person that brings club rugby and keeps it going.
No, absolutely. Well, I mean, I disagree with you on one point. You're not a small club. You've been a big club for many years. So, and today, for the last, we were sweating. You know, one or two the bounce of the ball. We know how it is in Super A rugby here, and it's not an easy game ever. And it really was lovely to play you guys. All the support and all the noise that everybody made. I thought the Springbok game, we were louder than the Springbok game around the field. So it was wonderful to have you guys here. And Kuilsrivier are always tough and always a good plucky side to play. And I mean, you know, we just they're good at making you fall into the trap and play the game that they want to play. And we did that for 20-25 minutes. We just lost our shape. And they caused that. I mean, their scrum was immense. I mean, we were getting caned a bit there. Short little 115, 20 kilogram blocks were scrumming the guys up and down. But I mean, you know, to my men, you know, it's onwards and upwards. You know, we've like I said every week, you know, this team has been itching to really let loose, and we finally starting to do that. You know, today I think we could have been a little more clinical. You know, but Andy and his management team were excellent this week to prepare the guys after that big win over Marty's. You know, it's hard to come down from that. And then we were lethargic in the first 10 minutes of the game. You know, and then we thought, okay, this team is here to play. You know, and like they shouldn't be in the relegation zone. I think they're very unlucky, and I'm sure they'll stay up for next season because the Super League A needs them. And we wish you guys all the best, and we'll be at you next year. Please God, yeah. Thank you.
Well, spoken by two club representatives here. I'm going to leave you both with a question. This is out, and thanks to Global Sports Network for covering these Super League A games and bringing it to people at home. Only 30 Rand a month, that's all it costs for subscription, and then Super League and Club Rugby is alive in your lounge wherever you're watching. But I'm going to ask you both, send a message out to the community of the Western Cape. No matter where they are and who they support, just about staying involved and being there for club rugby and taking it even higher than it is at Super League A. so that giving these players an opportunity to really show their skills at national, provincial levels as well, because this is where it all starts. Who would like to go first?
I just want to tell Anton Bees is 148. And look, thanks to Pierre and his team at Global Sports Networking. We always support the brand, but I also want to say to the communities of Western Cape, come out to the field. It's better watching it live. But yeah, it's a great initiative, and like I said, I think the Super League A has been the pinnacle of club rugby for many years. And over the years, we've said that the intensity is not the same anymore. The game is becoming a bit soft and things like that. But I think there's definitely some boys in the Super League A that will become Springboks or provincial players in the near future. And I always say to little Beast, I tell him, you must follow your dreams, follow your heart. And he's one of the boys are back to go back to provincial, the provincial stages at one other time. Because he's definitely got the potential, but we need to back our young guys, But yeah, thanks Barry.
And Anton on the same line?
Look, I think Pierre's very ugly, actually. I think he's not a good-looking man at all. He's busy laughing at the top over there. I just want to shout out to Colin Shapiro, who's in Canada watching this game. I don't know what time it is in the morning, but that's wonderful. And yes, so like we say every week, come out and watch SLA games. They're wonderful to watch. Get involved with the clubs. It's a community thing, and that's why we do it. And our facilities are great. Our restaurant pumps out some great greys. Good guys, cold beers. And it's wonderful to have everyone here. So come down Cape Town for the next one. A big one at the Bay next week for us. So, and that's going to be a humdinger. I think you'll have 1,000 people there without a doubt.
Well, gentlemen, and you know what? Before you both go, let me say goodbye to everybody with you both present here. I think I should become Malcolm Marx or Mbonambi, standing as the hooker in between the front row here. And let me say to everybody, on behalf of Global Sport Network and behalf of the Super League A in the Western Province League, my name Barry Wilson, and I take my cap off and say to each and every single person who's subscribed, thank you. I also say to all the officials and all the club management people and all the players, thank you for providing us with great rugby every Saturday. But as I always close, I'll leave you with this Barry Wilson reminder. If you see someone walking around with a sad face, I hope none of you have, please take off one of your smiles and give it to them so that we can continue to create happiness in our beloved country and be proudly South African moving forward. From me, good night at the Villagers Rugby Club. Thank you.